Again, guys, here we're talking to the next generation of fighter then. So we've got Connor Neill and his coach, Chris West. And obviously, Connor's doing some awesome stuff in the kickboxing world at the moment. He's won some national titles, some international titles, and some regional championships as well. And the future is very bright. So, Connor, thanks for coming on, buddy.
It's all right, mate.
No worries. And hi, Chris. How's it going?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Awesome. Yeah, good. Thank you. Cheers, guys, for coming on. So, Connor, you've only been kickboxing for 2 years. Is that correct, mate?
Yeah.
Awesome. How did you get started in it?
It was a bit of a weird one, really. It wasn't intentional. My dad used to train at the gym, boxing, and he was on his water break, and he's like, "Do you want to have a go?" So I had a go of it, and I fell in love with it straight away, really. And I was sparring first weekend, and I just wanted to train all the time from there.
Perfect. What did you enjoy about it then? Was it the physical aspect? Was it the punch and the kick in? Or was it like just the workout you got? What did you like?
Everything, really. I'd say I was quite an athletic lad to start with. And I just liked it, the people that were around me. You know what I mean? It's a good laugh as well. So it was comfortable. I was comfy.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. And obviously, Chris, you're his coach now. So what was your first impressions of Connor when he first entered the gym and started training with you?
Yeah, he was actually a quiet lad. He was quite shy, not really saying much or anything like that. So he had to sort of, just be a bit nurturing with him at the start and stuff like that. But yeah, I got the gloves on him, and naturally athletic. He's done sports, so he's not. He's not. What's the word? Yeah, he's not. He can't not operate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's done well. Got the gloves on him, and he just seemed to pick it up quite quick.
All right, perfect, cool, good stuff. So when was your first competition then, Connor? When was the first one, and what was it like stepping into the ring for the first time for you?
My first competition with WKO English. What month was that?
Less than 4 months training.
Yeah, less than 4 months training. So I went in and I fought 2 fights for the first English title. One person was called Ben Folks and the other person was Cody, and I can't remember his second name.
Yeah.
But it was good event, WKO. Quite nerve wracking at my first fight. A lot of people there. But I won both fights and came away with the title. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. How were you feeling before? Were the nerves cracking on, or did the nerves help you as soon as like the bell went and it was like, right, it's game time?
It's very. So I've never been in an environment like that before that fight. So yeah, it was very nerve wracking. But I did what I had to do. So yeah, I did it. But
yeah, awesome, good, yeah. And Chris, what did you think to his first performance then, like inside the ring? Do you think he handled it well? Do you think he did, obviously came out with a win, but,
Did well. What we do in the gym anyway, because obviously I had a few people competing at that tournament as well. So what I try and do as a coach in the club is try and emulate as closer as the real thing as possible.
Yeah.
Connor's been around it, knows, he's kind of experienced it a little bit. So also we put the pressure on him in the gym. Obviously 4 months. It's quite soon to put anyone in for the first time, especially at nationals. But what I've seen in the gym with him, I was quite happy and quietly confident it'd be all right. Just see how he gets on and stuff. And he took to it quite well. So I can't quietly confident. I didn't want to say too much. I didn't want to, do you know what I mean? Obviously, got nerves to get over and everything else. I think I thought it'd be fine, and obviously it turned out all right.
Yeah, perfect. What kind of fighter are you then, Connor? Are you quite an aggressive fighter? Do you put more of the defense? Are you more strategic, or do you just kind of swing and see what happens?
I'd say I'm a quite aggressive fighter.
Like taking the action to them.
Pardon?
Like taking the action to them, putting pressure on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And was that kind of a strategy that you developed with him then, Chris?
Kind of. I kind of see everyone in my gym. I have quite a few champions in my gym already. They're not all the same. So if you go to some competition circuits, you fight one person from that particular club, they all seem to fight the same way. Yeah. Where I try and just focus individually on each strengths and try and tidy out the weaknesses. And everyone's. I mean, Connor's quite a forward foot, quite an aggressive fighter. When I used to compete, I was the opposite. I was more a defensive back foot fighter, counter fighter. Yeah. So I kind of know how to. Little mistakes people make as they're coming out. I see it from trying to see it from a different angle. They're trying to enhance each individual person's strengths and then brush up on the weaknesses separately. So I just try and tailor each individual fighter and then have a little game plan for them and give them something to work on separately.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, awesome. Where did it go from there then, Connor? So obviously you did your first one going into the nationals, and then where did we go from that? Because now you've got 13 titles and you're in a 13 fight win streak, so doing awesome.
Thank you. I'm not sure how long after, but I went to my second fight for the WKA Nationals.
It was the next month, following month.
Okay, yeah.
I won that. We had what do you call it? It was my opponent dropped out, so I had to fight someone that jumped in for me.
Sure. Yeah.
But from there, I've won nationals, internationals, some regional, and I won my world title with WKC as well.
Perfect. Awesome. What do you think's been your toughest fight so far, and why do you think it was so tough?
Fight, time and weight fight. It was against a kid called Brandon Donnan, and it was very.
Yeah.
It was very.
He got silver at the World Championships of the previous year, so he's quite good. Obviously, he's not. It was a tough fight. Could have gone either way. The judges couldn't split it, and they made him do an extra round, didn't they?
Yeah, so we were knackered after the fight, and then the judges said an extra round, and we looked at each other and we were like, "Oh
no." That's where the mental side of it comes in, though, I suppose, isn't it? When you're absolutely.
I'd say that round's what got it me. I think I wanted it more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more at that point. Yeah, perfect. Good man. So you've gone up into full contact as well now. So was that like a difficult step up for you? Did you enjoy the step up and having more of that contact and sparring, and then obviously competing as well?
I enjoy it more than the light contact. It's what I want to do. But no, I wouldn't say it's difficult for me. I was knocking people out in the light contact. So
yeah. So it was a natural step up for you then, just to go into the full contact.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting disqualified in light contact, because if it's no one should really be getting hurt in light contact. But naturally, he's more aggressive. He's made for full contact, so that was always going to be the way forward.
Perfect, yeah. And how's this past year kind of affected everything then, with obviously all the measures that are being taken with gyms closing? Obviously, the circuit's not really up and running at the moment in terms of people fighting and stuff. So everything's been put a little bit on hold, hasn't it? Yeah. So how's your training developed? And then obviously, how have you kept yourself motivated to keep training and looking for the future?
Well, obviously, it's a tough one because all the gyms are closed. There's nothing to motivate you. There's nothing's coming up that you know of. Everything's getting cancelled, everyone's heads are in the air.
Yeah.
But keeping up with cardio, doing what you can at home with training helps a lot. But can't wait for it to all be over and start fighting again, to be honest,
Yeah, what's the plans for you then after everything? We say go back to normal, but some semblance of normality, whatever that is going to be. Like, what's the plans for you? And I don't know, like maybe towards the latter part of 2021, 2022.
I wouldn't say there's any straight plans because there's nothing planned yet, because everything that's getting planned is being cancelled. But
there's that much uncertainty about you can't plan. Whatever plans you had 6 months ago has gone out the window. So you just got to take it by. As soon as events start happening again, I think maybe get a couple more competition circuits. Like get your feet wet again.
Yep.
And maybe touch base with the people who he was going to previously fight. Not only that as well, the opponent who was looking at. With the lockdown and everything else, and obviously the age they're at, some people have outgrown the weight category. So all of a sudden now, all these people have these title contentions and everything else. They're completely in a different weight class now. Yeah. So it's everything's up in the air. So it's not a bad thing. It means there's opportunities going to be there. There's titles that are going to be available. So it's just wait and see.
Waiting for that right moment. Yeah, cool. And are you going to stick with like the kickboxing K1 side of it then, or do you want to move into MMA at any point and start, mixing it up a little bit with some grappling and groundwork too?
I'm at this moment in time. Obviously, I've lost a year of my fighting due to lockdown, but I'm not 100% yet. But I do want to move into the K1, maybe train a bit of Thai, but kickboxing at the moment is where I'm at. So that's what I want to go back into after lockdown.
Perfect, cool. So you also got sponsorship, yes, from Sunvit D3. Is that correct? How did that all come about then, bud?
Well, my dad's a nutritionist, and he also works with a company. They were interested in me and the attention I was getting, so got a sponsor with them. Also got a Venom ambassador role, which is the most known combat sport brand, which recently sponsored the UFC.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fantastic, good, and I'm sure as you keep on going up through the ranks when everything's come up, you'll get even more sponsorships coming on, and yeah, you'll keep going, man. So, is there anything that else you guys want to say or to put across?
I'm just thinking for future events. I do run the Wolf King Fight Promotions. I do operate that. So I think last year we did a big event, like 30 bouts. We had 9 title fights on there. The Battle of the North 3, that was in November 2019.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to give Wolf King Fight Promotions a bit of a shout out and a bit of a plug because we're looking at, we've got quite a good reputation. We've got people up and down the country and abroad wanting to work with us. So
Cool.
I've got teams from Portugal, Italy,
Yeah.
team in Germany as well, all showing interest, wanting to come over and do some work with us. So that's pretty good. So yeah, keep an eye out for Wolf King Fight Promotions. They'll be doing some international bouts, some potential 4-man tournaments and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that side of it as well.
Perfect. Cool.
Also, if anyone wanted to follow me on Instagram, it's Connor.04.
Perfect. Yeah. So go and give Connor a follow on his Instagram. His Instagram is blowing up at the moment. He's getting lots of attention. And obviously I'm looking forward to seeing your progression in the next year, 2 years, and see where we can go with this. You're obviously, doing really, really well. So let's hope that we can all get back to competing and back to training and stuff ASAP. Yeah. So cheers for coming on, guys, and well done, Connor.
Cheers for that, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Cheers, mate.